Deptford High School, Comcast Cablevision presents the NJSIAA South Jersey Group 3 Final. Today, the undefeated Spartans of Deptford High School hosting the Blue Devils of Hammonton High School. Hi everybody, I'm Bob Shryock along with Shawn, Leary on a cold day at Deptford High School. A game that was supposed to have been played 4 days ago has been rescheduled for today, probably as late as any team in South Jersey has ever played a high school football game. And Shawn, the weather really is a factor. That field not in great shape.
No, there's a lot of snow on that field. This is a Tuesday afternoon. We don't have too many Tuesday afternoon games, but because of the weather, it's still going to remain a little cold here today. It should be a factor in today's game. The field's going to be a little slick. There's a lot of snow on that field, negates the speed, so it could pull a team like Hammonton, who is an underdog in this game, a little bit closer to Deptford.
Yeah, Deptford has great team speed, Shawn. Definitely could be a factor.
Yeah, they have great overall team speed on defense. Just a terrific team. Also on the offensive end, been very tough this season. For Hammonton comes in here. They are a tough group, really. They are like a blue-collar town. Very tough. The defense plays well. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Well coached. Pete Lancetta is a very good coach. So this Hammonton team comes into this game as a very tough seed.
They made a quantum leap to Group 3 this year, Shawn. They lost an early game, and then they ran a table 7 wins in a row before losing to St. Joe's on Thanksgiving. But they've really come a long way in Group 3. A lot of people didn't expect them to be here today.
Right. They really dominated Group 2 for a number of years. And they come up and step up into a Group 3, a very good Group 3 this year, and go on the road and beat Delsea. Delsea, a number 2 seed. A lot of people thought there was a rematch there with Deptford and Delsea. But Hammonton played a great game. They're opportunistic, took care of some turnovers, where was able to move on to this big championship game. This team, now, it doesn't matter. This team has a lot of experience in championship games, a lot of tradition at Hammonton, so they're going to be a tough opponent.
You talk about tough kids. They have a lot of tough kids, and none tougher than their linebacker, Matt Sylvester. He's a great player.
Right. Matt comes from great stock. I don't know if you remember Greg Sylvester, who's now at TCNJ, a good hard running back. His younger brother, Matt, take a look at this guy, number 5's coming off a shoulder injury, had a stinger, set him out of the Delsea game, and that's what makes that win so impressive. Able to beat Delsea without their best player, Greg Sylvester. Moved from nose guard to middle linebacker, real tough kid, runs good against sideway to sideway, and Bob, when he gets a chance, he'll give you a good shot.
Tough kid, too, on that Deptford side. They got a lot of great players in this team. Mike Green having an incredible season 2 ways. One of the most heavily recruited players in the area.
Well, he's going to take a trip to Virginia Tech. And we talked about Tom Walls. We had the Comcast game with West Deptford. What a great player he is going on to Boston College. Here's another great player, Mike Green. Outstanding 2-way player. Fullback, loves to run over the guys. But defensively, this guy is fun to watch. If you're a linebacker, you're a little kid, watch Mike Green, number 44 today. He just does everything perfectly. Great form tackle. He'll come up, make the big stick. But this guy, he's a big-time player. This is a huge game for them. Mike Green is the type of player, a la Tom Walls, who can carry you to a championship. Deptford's going to look for that from him today.
Also a game featuring 2 outstanding coaches, Shawn. Pete Lancetta from Hammonton, a longtime great coach down there. Al Oreo, he's coaching in his alma mater. He was a great player at Deptford High School, and what a job he's done. They have a chance for the first 12-0 season in Deptford history.
Yeah, they have to be excited. This school's got to be excited. You know, the last championship was 1998. They get a chance here today to kind of erase those bad memories they've had recently, get back to glory, have a championship here at Deptford. There's a lot of pride here at Deptford as well. A lot of seniors on this team that have worked hard for 4 years. They finally get their chance here today. I'm sure they're very excited and can't wait to get this game started.
Okay, another big one for Gloucester County today. The Spartans of Deptford High School hosting Hammonton Blue Devils right after this. NJSIAA Championship Group 3 football from Deptford High School. Shawn, Leary, and Bob Shryock bringing the action. Snow-lined field, and of course the field condition definitely a factor in today's football game. It may neutralize the speed of Deptford High School. It's not in great shape. Did their best here at Deptford High School to clear the field, get it ready for today's game after the weekend snow, but not in tip-top condition, and it could affect this football game. Deptford High School with an opportunity to go 12-0 today. There is Pete Lancetta, the head football coach at Hammonton High School, with his team.
9 of 14 seasons to the championship game, Bob. That is an unbelievable stat. He's made the playoffs in 12 of his 14 seasons, including 3 straight championship games previous to last year. And there's Al Oreo. What an amazing stat that is also.
That is 119
to 0 in the first quarter. This team gets off to a great start, and that's just game planning. Coming in with what you know what you want to do, get your kids to understand your game plan, and it seems to be working for Deptford throughout the year. That's why they're in the championship game.
We're going to get it out.
Back deep for Hammonton High School, waiting the kickoff of Tom Beast. That is Michael Barone. The deep man, we're ready to go at Deptford High School. Pretty good crowd assembling late here on a Tuesday afternoon. And we're underway. Beast with a long, deep kick. Great kick down to about the 3-yard line. A good run back to the Huggins with a return up to about the 29-yard line of Hammonton. Hammonton will take over with a first down and 10. Their quarterback, Joe Hiltwine, good playmaker for the Blue Devils.
In fact, we did Kingsway Hammonton a couple of years ago, and his brother played in that game, Tim Hiltwine. Very athletic. Joe comes in, a lot of experience behind him at quarterback. Not very big, 5'8".
Watch the lead back.
First down and 10 for Hammonton. Group 3 final from Deptford High School. 4 days late because of the weekend snow, but we're ready to go.
Keep the knee straight. Belly and you, Duckett. Belly and you. Belly. Slow.
Huggins gets a yard or two, and that's about it.
Hey, take a look at the Devils offense. Lawrence Huggins, Steve DiStefano, John Scipione, Greg Miller, Larry Henshaw. On the lines, Mike Long, Anthony Goyas, Shawn Moorhead, Steve Zukowski, and John Fagnano.
Hammonton going without a huddle. It'll be second down and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Readjust your straight. Belly over left side. Belly over wide side.
And a halfback pass.
And he had his man out there.
Complete. Good coverage on the play by Deptford's John Forte.
Yeah, Forte. There's Scott Duckett, Bill Engels, Terrell Hardy, Calvin Corsi, the other defensive end for the Spartans. Linebackers are Jeff Clement, Mike Green in the middle, Wesley Soper. Cornerbacks are Brandon Russ and John Forte. Leads the team in interceptions. DeJuan Collins and Jeff Green rounds out a terrific secondary for Deptford.
Third down and about 6 for Hammonton. To wind the quarterback. And he falls down. Hiltwine goes down. There's a first indication of what that factor the field conditions could have today as Hiltwine goes back for a loss.
Yeah, very poor field conditions today. A lot of snow. That won't be the first time or the last time that we see somebody slip on the surface. Looks like they were going for a play fake, and Hammonton doing a little bit of using a couple of wrinkles early on, going no huddle. Then they try the halfback pass to try and jumpstart their offense against a very talented Deptford group. As we saw that stat, 119-0. This team has not been scored upon in the first quarter.
Mateus Spahn with a pretty good punt. Collins back deep for Deptford. He'll just let this one roll, and a good punt by Spahn will roll dead at about the 32-yard line. That's where Deptford will take over with its first possession of the football game. And what a great offense Deptford High School has shown all season long under the direction of Steve Souders.
Yeah, nice completion percentage, 40 for 76, 690, 5 touchdowns. This team does not throw the ball that much.
A lot of versatility in this Deptford offense, a lot of great backs. Very deep team in the running back position. Out of the I formation, Souders the quarterback. The handoff to Collins, picking his way, gets a couple of yards, not much. Tough Hammonton defense has been a trademark of this program for many, many years.
Hey, take a look at DeJuan Collins, Breon Johnson, Mike Green, a great set of backs with Brandon Lloyd split out on the outside. Scott Duckett, the tight end. And the story of this team has been their line. Chris Francis, Mike Probasco, 2 outstanding tackles. Blake Remington and Terrell Hardy are the guards, and Wesley Soper, one of the better centers in the Tri-County Conference.
Collins with a run again and again. Not much doing in the center of that Hammonton line. Short yardage. It'll bring up a 3rd down and long for the Spartans.
Take a look at the ends. Larry Henshaw and Mike Armour, the defensive ends, John Fagnano and Mike Long. Inside is Jason Eichmeyer. Linebackers, Tony Bates, Matt Silvestri, Mateus Spahn. The safeties, Joe Hiltline, Steve DiStefano, and the quarterback, Frank LaSalle.
3rd down and 6 for the Spartans. Ball at the 35-yard line. And off to Green. Green only about a yard, and the Hammonton defense shows up big in this first series. They'll force a Deptford punt.
And they're pumped right now. That Blue Devil sideline, how they start off in this game. Looks like we're going to get a timeout.
Conduct 42 white.
Oh, there's a big penalty call against Hammonton after a great defensive stop by the Blue Devils. An unfortunate penalty called against Frank Lasasso, unsportsmanlike conduct. Tom O'Donnell, the referee, making the call.
Yeah, that's a tough break right there for Hammonton. You know, it's doing a little too much celebrating, maybe too much drawing. Lasasso, a senior, should know better. And that's the type of mistake you don't need to make in these games. Bob, when you got two good teams going against each other in an atmosphere like this, it's poor field conditions. The mistakes is what you can't use. There you see Deptford, 33.8 points scored, and Hammonton, always a very good defense, only allowing a touchdown per game.
The penalty gets Deptford into Hammonton territory at the 49-yard line. 1st down and 10. Collins over the left side has better yardage this time, and good run by Collins. Close to another 1st down for the Spartans.
Hey, Bob, Collins, you know, a lot of people talk about Mike Green. He has good numbers, 109, 767 yards, but the Juan Collins, 113 carries, 981 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Leads his team in rushing. Will be back next year as a senior.
Collins with a 9-yard pickup to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 1 for the Spartans. Green with the carry straight ahead, and Green battling for the yardage. He's close to it, but again, a great job in the interior line by Hammonton, stopping the highly recruited Mike Green.
Yeah, I think they pounded him enough where he didn't pick up the 1st down. They're going to be short by
about a yard.
Yeah, about a yard and a half. Nice job so far in the interior line for Hammonton. Fagnano, Eichmeyer, and Long doing a great job inside.
So it's a 3rd and 1 for Deptford. Ball at the 40-yard line of Hammonton. Souders with the option keeper is into the open, to the 20, to the 10. Souders knocked out of bounds. Is he at about the 1?
Touchdown.
Touchdown on an option play keeper by...
I think they're going to call... Not sure what the call is. One referee had signaled touchdown. Another referee came up. Souders isn't celebrating too much, so he might be just short.
We have illegal use of the hands, blocking the back.
There's a penalty against Deptford that hurts big time too. So each team has had a damaging penalty.
Yeah, they call blocking the back. Take a look at this. This is a nice play fake by Souders. Go into a green, and then he's just going to make a decision to pull it in and run. He saw the open space in front of him. He takes advantage of a couple of nice blocks downfield, one by Barry Lloyd, the wide receiver. You can see him here. He's going to be followed and pushed. You know, he was in for a touchdown, Bob. He was definitely in, but they just called it back. Souders knew that. So they still get a good chunky yardage. They're knocking on the door.
1st and 10, the ball at the 14-yard line. Souders got in, but the penalty takes it back to the 14. 1st down and 10. Green with the carry. Green with some good yardage over the right side of his offensive line, down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down for the Spartans as they try to jump on top of Hammonton early. It's 7:15 to go in the first period. 2nd and 5 for the Spartans.
Impressive run by Souders, a nice play fake.
Full house backfield for the Spartans. Green over the left side this time, and he'll get only a yard or two. And there's that ever-present Matt Silvestri with part of the tackle for Hammonton High School.
I think even Michael Barone was on that tackle, a defensive back who comes up, gets a good piece of Green.
So a pickup of about a yard and a half on the play. The ball at about the 8-yard line. 3rd down and about 4 for the Spartans as they try to get on the scoreboard first. Souders with the keeper, and he'll dance into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. This one counts for Deptford, so Souders scores twice in this series. The second one counts at 6-0 Deptford at the 6:27 mark of the first period.
But how much does that penalty, the unsportsmanlike, hurt Hammonton as Deptford gets 6 points? A good block on the outside again by Barry Lloyd, number 16, taking care of number 42 there. That was Frank Lasasso. So a couple of nice blocks on the outside by the wide receiver to spring Souders for the touchdown.
Great senior kicker Tom Beast will try to make it 7-0 out of the hold of Steve Souders. He scored the touchdown. Good snap, good kick, and it's straight through. 7-0 Deptford as the Spartans jump on top. And now Oriole happy about things. That same play they scored the first one on that was called back, they scored the second time.
Yeah, that play fake by Souders just gets into the end zone, and their streak continues. They've never trailed a game this season. They've really
126-0 in the first period, including that score, right? That is an incredible stat.
It certainly is. It's so hard to come back against this team because of their defense. You know, Hammonton, they have a storied defense throughout the program. Pete Lancetta knows how to get his team to play good team defense, get to the football. However, they're going up against a very tough opponent here in Deptford. Equal to the task, not only defensively, but I think the edge goes to Deptford's offense. But that unsportsmanlike call really comes back to hurt Hammonton and deflate their team. That sideline erupted after they held them 3 and out, but the penalty negates it.
Well, Sasso and Huggins back deep to receive the kickoff from Beast. Good high, deep kick by Beast. Nobody seemed to want that one. Better pick it up, and they finally do. And there's some running room for Huggins down the left side, finally knocked out of bounds. So Hammonton will have decent field position for its second possession of the football game.
Steve Souders, that's his 8th touchdown of the year. That ties DeJuan Collins for second place on the team lead. Mike Green with 13 touchdowns this year leads his team.
Ball at the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Devils, their second possession. They trail at 7-0 at the 6:22 mark of the first quarter.
Hot right, hot right, hot right, hot right, hot right.
Good hitting by the Deptford defense. Barone with the carry for Hammonton. Gets some decent yardage, gets about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
A nice block there by the fullback Scipione to seal the corner, allow Barone to pick up some yardage on the outside. And they have a good one there with Scipione.
Ball at the 37-yard line for Hammonton. Hiltwine at quarterback. Back split behind him. Straight ahead, good yardage. Within about a yard of the first down.
Yes, that's Scipione there. Some good blocking up front. Hammonton needs to do that. They need to move those chains now with 2nd and short. You're just going to see Scipione straight carry right up the middle with Scipione. The fullback drives a couple of guys with him for a couple of extra yards. Now you got 3rd and 1.
That's a 6-yard pickup by Scipione, so Hammonton with an opportunity to get its first down. If they can move it a yard or more here, and straight ahead quarterback sneak.
Tough run.
And the quarterback still with the football. Hiltwine, who's a great playmaker on this team, not only gets the first down on the quarterback keeper, but gets a lot of extra yardage across midfield.
Look at this effort. Now he's just going to go straight through. He gets knocked back a little bit, just spins around, and no one's going to pick him up. Scott Duckett there thinks he's going to be tackled. You have to make sure
as a defender that you continue on the play. You don't let these guys get those second efforts because they could break through the line and get 6 in a hurry.
First down and 10, the ball into Deptford territory at the 48-yard line for Hammonton after the great effort by Hilton. Carried by Barone. Barone, some pretty good yardage, knocked out of bounds in front of the Deptford bench.
Now Hammonton, if you're not familiar with them, Bob, they're kind of like a Gloucester, a team that's real tough, always having a good line, plays good physical football, doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, well coached, a la Leon Harris. Pete Lancette is the same type of coach. His team knows the game and they hardly make mistakes.
4-yard pickup, second down and 6. The ball at the 42-yard line.
How about congratulations to Clyde Folsom in the West Deptford program. Bob, you were at that game last night.
17-12 victory for West Deptford over Overbrook. Clinches a 12-0 perfect season for Folsom, and West Deptford, they win their second straight Group 2 championship. Straight ahead and nothing doing there. The left side of the Deptford line up to the task on that carry. Scipione with the carry and no gain on the play. It'll be third down and about 6 for Hammonton.
Scott Duckett. Well, he's a great specimen, number 36, 6 sacks, 9 deflections. Getting some looks right now from some of the Atlantic 10 schools, New Hampshire. I know Hofstra's interested. Minnesota's taking a look at him. Rutgers. Coach calls him Diesel.
Third down and 6. Big call here for Hammonton.
Tackle trap. Tackle trap. Watch it. There it is.
Trying to throw. Fires it. And it's over the head of the intended receiver, Scipione. And it'll be fourth down for Hammonton with 2 minutes, 54 seconds left here in the first quarter.
That ball kind of floated a little bit on there. Forte was closing, and he leads the team in interceptions with 5.
Spahn, the kicker for Hammonton. Collins, the deep man for Deptford, back at about inside his own 10-yard line, back at about the 5. Snap. Spahn gets off the kick, angling it to the right side, gets a favorable Hammonton bounce. And Deptford is going to have to start this one inside its own 10. We'll take time out from Deptford High School. It's 7-0 Spartans. South Jersey Group 3 championship at Deptford High School. Shawn, Leary, and Bob Shryock bringing the action. It's 7-0 Deptford on its home field. Pretty good crowd on hand for this Tuesday afternoon game in a snow-lined field. Batters with the handoff, and again, Hammonton defending the run very well here in the first quarter, except for those 2 plays by Souders.
Yeah, Calvin Coursey, he's a good one. He's also getting some looks from schools. Only a junior, going to be a senior next year. He's really come on into his own this year at the fullback position. Now, I was talking to him at the West Deptford game. He said he's really pleased the way he's matured as a player. He's the type of guy who's going to open up some holes for the big guys. Good blocker. Takes advantage when he gets his carries.
Pickup of about 3 on the play. Second down and 7 for the Spartans. Collins with the handoff. Has some running room and will be close to a first down, within about a yard.
Yeah, he's just going to run up behind Chris Francis and Blake Remington here. This play worked for about 9 yards in their first possession. He's a straight-up runner. Big kid. Once he gets that big body moving, that frame.
Yeah, that was Coursey. I misidentified him. Another good gainer. It'll be, they get the first down. First down and 10 for Deptford. Coursey still in there at tailback.
Oh, nice stick.
Green with the carry for Deptford, but again, they're defending Green extremely well here in the first period, and negligible yardage on that carry. Maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Deptford.
Linebacker 6'3", 195. The senior Mateus Spahn comes up. Gets low on Green and does a nice job just stuffing him at the line. You're right, Bob. They've done a nice job on the inside, not allowing Green to get moving.
2nd and 9, ball in the 26, late stages, first period, 7-0 Deptford. Horsey again and stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The ball is loose. So they call the play dead. Down by contact, so Deptford will keep the ball, but again, good stick inside by the Deptford, or the Hammonton defenders, and it'll be 3rd down and about 8 for Deptford.
A little confusion of who's going in. Scott Duckett running off, then comes back on, number 36. He's a big kid, 6'4", 260, also a basketball player for the Spartans in the winning.
Big 3rd down call for Deptford. Back in, but boy, they swarm all over him. He'll lose yardage on the play and force a Deptford punt. This Hammonton defense, except for those 2 runs by Souders, has acquitted itself very well, Shawn.
And they did a nice job stringing that play out. Souders had a couple of nice runs right on the option on their first possession.
That'll be the final play of the first period. After 1 quarter in the NJSIAA South Jersey Group through title game, it's Deptford 7 and Hammonton 0. Bob Shryock and Shawn Leary. Here's the touchdown by Souders that was the only score in the first quarter.
It looked like Breon Johnson did a nice job there blocking along with Barry Lloyd. It's always impressive when you see those wide receivers blocking downfield.
Good punt. The ball is going to roll dead and quickly at the 46-yard line, so Hammonton is going to have good possession. Shawn, with that 7-0 Deptford lead, Deptford completes its season with a perfect first quarter.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous when you look at those numbers.
126-0 in the first quarter.
I mean, even like an accident, you could have seen where somebody would have scored against them in the first quarter. This team has just done a nice job, and you got to hand it to the coaching staff, getting their team prepared and getting ready for the game, getting them focused on offense, and defensively, they've just been a monster. They have those guys out there with great speed, a huge line, just a complete package.
So Hammonton taking over his own 46-yard line. Big room over the right side. Nice run by
Looked like that might have been the Stefan. No, that was Sapone, the fullback, getting a full head of steam. Nice job by Forte.
Sapone across the 50-yard line into Deptford territory. 3rd down coming up at about 3 for the Blue Devils.
They need to take advantage of this good field position, try to even this game.
Straight ahead, but Sapone not getting anywhere this time. The advance a foot or two is about it to the 46-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down.
We ran into double 4s there. Mike Green, he is absolutely one of the best linebackers in South Jersey. A real good one, fires to the ball, reads extremely well, has a couple interceptions, he can defend the pass.
So a big 3rd down and 2 call coming up for Hammonton.
Coach Lancetta.
This tackle in the corner and running out of bounds, but apparently with first down yardage is Di Stefano.
It looked like maybe Soper flew by him. Somebody came upfield. I think it was the outside linebacker, Soper, wasn't able to grab a hold of him.
It is a first down carry, and Hammonton with its deepest penetration to about the 39-yard line of Deptford. Deptford leading 7-0. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to play first half. South Jersey Group 3 title on the line. Straight ahead, thrown again, and he is thrown back after gaining about a yard or two to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, they're not getting a whole lot of yardage or push from the offensive line when it's just straight ahead blocking. You'll see those guys just try to take the front man, and Deptford's too strong and powerful up front for them to do that. They're having more success when they pull somebody out or seal the corner with a fullback and get to the outside.
2-yard gain, second down and 8, ball at the 37-yard line. Passing situation, this tackle fires it out of bounds. Incompleted pass will bring up a third down for the Blue Devils.
They're looking for Larry Henshaw. His dad played at Lehigh, tried out for the Eagles. Larry unable to come up. You're not going to see that much, Bob, in this game. Is either one of these teams doing too much passing?
There's the menacing Spartan.
He's angry.
Ready for action.
Yeah, look. Angry. Pumped for the game.
Big third down call coming up for Hammonton and the Deptford defense. 9:21 left first half.
Kind of looked like Billy Hoskins, the basketball coach there. Former Clearview grad.
Yeah. Single back set behind Hiltwine on the third down and 8 call for the Blue Devils. Looking for the screen, it's there. A lot of running room. Down the left sideline, heading towards the end zone, diving, is he in? That's Huggins in for the touchdown. Great third down and 8 call for Hammonton. Becomes a 36-yard touchdown pass from Hiltwine to Huggins, and it's a 7-6 football game and a great third and 8 call.
Terrific call and terrific effort by Huggins after he catches the ball and propels himself into the end zone. But that is a great call, using Deptford's team speed. They love to get after the quarterback, especially in third and long situations. Use that team speed against them. Have the middle screen set up for Huggins, and he does the rest.
Spawn will try to tie it at 7, out of placement. And it's good, a 7-7 football game at the 9:11 mark of the second period, and that was a terrific third down call that results in a 36-yard pass run scoring play. And a great effort down the left sidelines by Huggins, just staying in bounds, Shawn.
Staying in bounds and then smelling that end zone, reaches out and dives for it. This is a great call. You're going to see him just let the defense come up on the quarterback Hiltwine. A couple of those guys, now they realize it. But by this time, the linemen are getting downfield, getting a hat on the defenders. And then it's just great effort by Huggins. Gets to the sideline, uses a couple blocks there on the corner. Sees Forte coming for him and just dives into the end zone.
Great effort at the end of that play, too. So a 7-7 football game. Deptford in a battle on its home field.
Well, I went to the semifinal against Delsey, and you can see this Hammonton team is a tough team. They're going to battle you. They're not the biggest team. They are a smart team. They don't make many mistakes, and they will play physical football. They won't back down against a very physical Deptford team. Bob, you're right. That was a great call by Lancetta and his coaching staff to set up that screen. Worked perfectly against the Deptford defense.
Spawn kicking off for Hammonton. Rush deep for Deptford. Short kickoff, high kickoff down to only about the 30-yard line. A nice return here, and heading down the sideline on a great run. Deptford is Ryan Leafy on that short kickoff. A terrific return by Leafy gets Deptford knocking on Hammonton's door deep into Hammonton territory. That was an odd short kick, and it pays off big for Deptford.
Watch Angelo Graham here. Angelo Graham, number 22 for Deptford. You got to give the guys credit who make the blocks. Watch number 22 seal the corner for Leafy. Leafy's going to cut upfield, use his blockers well. There you see Graham set up a block, and then number 21 runs in. Nico's carry, and then you're going to see our cameraman get mixed up into the play. Our guy gets knocked
So room down the right side, heading to the end zone, and in for the touchdown. Just that quickly is DeJuan Collins of Deptford High School. After the great return by Leary, it takes Deptford just one play to get that touchdown back and take a 13-7 lead on a great run by Collins, and all of a sudden, a defensive game is turning into a bit of an offensive game.
Well, Deptford can change the momentum in a hurry. Earlier with a 3 and out, you get a personal foul penalty. They take advantage and push it in for the first score. Here, after a Hammonton score, a great return, and DeJuan Collins finishes it off. They have so many weapons in the backfield that you can never let down on one play.
Those touchdowns just 18 seconds apart. Beast will try to make it 14-7. Good snap, good hold. Plenty of leg there. 14-7, Deptford beating on one of the many great kickers in South Jersey this season, but terrific run by Collins. 9 touchdowns on the season. One bigger than this one as it gets Deptford the lead back. Didn't take the Spartans long, Sean.
No, it didn't. 2 plays. DeJuan Collins caps off again his 9th touchdown of the year, and beats Bob now 41 of 44 on PATs this year. He's pretty much automatic.
All right, so we have some terrific kickers. Of course, Brownell at West Deptford High School. Beast here, both of them with high percentages on PATs. Beast with a 42-yard field goal to his credit this season also.
Yep.
And Brownell's 5 points in placement, really the difference in the 17-12 West Deptford victory over Overbrook.
He's got a 41.45 punting average, and they've only had 20 points coming in, or 20 punts in 12 games coming into this year. And Bob, this really, you look around the county, you got Nino Palomini at Paulsboro, a terrific kicker. Murph Trout at Gloucester Catholic.
He's a boomer, that Trout, isn't he? Can kick him a long way.
Well, he just missed a 64-yarder in playoff competition. Just went right. He went wide. Had enough leg on that. Kicks. There's some really outstanding kickers.
Beast with a high, short kick taken at about the 25-yard line. And good coverage by Deptford on the special team. So the Spartans back in the lead. They relinquished the lead and then quickly got it back on Collins' run that followed a big setup kickoff return by Leary. All of a sudden, we've got an offensive contest here at Deptford High School as those touchdowns were just 18 seconds apart. Now, Hammonton starting this possession from its own 33-yard line, first down and 10. 2 good quarterbacks in this game.
Hammonton's done a nice job on green, but a little breakdance, Bob. You used to be able to do that, right?
Guys used to put a coat on. Stepping out, getting to the corner, showing good speed, still on his feet.
Did you used to dance like that back in your time, Bob?
I could do that.
Yeah?
Might have invented that dance.
There you are.
He doesn't know it's 30 degrees.
Well, look at the way he's moving. You don't need a coat when you're moving like that in the snow. See, look at that.
I can do that.
Yeah, well, he's not doing much. He's just moving his arms. That's the move. That's the move. You don't need a mascot when you have something like that.
Second down and 7 for the Blue Devils. And some room down the left side and knocked out of bounds after another big gain. Capone is having a nice first half. And Hammonton knocking on Deptford's door again. All of a sudden, this is an offensive contest.
Well, they're doing a nice job, as I said, of getting around the corner and sealing the corner with the backs coming out of the backfield. Tight end's doing a nice job on the end, and they're getting some yards on the outside. Not too much up the middle.
Big advance to the 34-yard line of Deptford. First down and 10 for the Blue Devils. he'll slip. The slippery field costs Huggins on this one as he'll lose yardage.
But not only a slippery field, but a Deptford defense that's just going to string him out. This play takes way too long. Just trying to look for some running room. Wesley Soper doing a great job there, number 55, forcing him to the outside. Then you have a host of Deptford defenders waiting for him anyway.
Loss of 4 in the play, 2nd down and 14. The ball at the 38-yard line. Back split behind Hiltline on the 2nd down and 14. Handoff, Hiltline keeper, and he'll go nowhere. Might have gotten one of the yards back. That's about it. Good pursuit that time by the Deptford defense. It'll be 3rd and long coming up for the Blue Devils. And they're up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And they're just trying to catch the Deptford defense off guard here. Call the play at the line of scrimmage. Don't let the Deptford defense get set. Try and confuse them.
3rd down and 12. Hiltline looking at the bench for his play. 3rd down call. Remember, they scored in that 3rd and 8 situation. I think this is going to... Is it a delay or what? Mouthpiece, I believe.
Give a dead ball foul. Illegal equipment, no mouthpiece, on white, 3rd down.
So this will cost Hammonton, back him up a few yards to about the 42-yard line.
It's the first time we've seen that, at least here on Comcast. No mouthpiece, 5 yards. That puts them with 3rd, and it looks like about 18.
3rd, that's, yeah, 3rd, 17, 18. Probable passing down for Hiltline, who has a touchdown pass for the only Hammonton score. 3rd down call. Goes deep, and it's caught nicely by Tommy Crosby, a 6'4" wide receiver, and that is a big 3rd down call.
Yeah, this is just go get him. This is the go get him play. You just throw it up there and allow the big 6'4" receiver to camp out underneath of it. He's already turned around right now, looking back for the football. Just gets that big frame up.
Another good 3rd down call for Hammonton. This one takes the Blue Devils deep into Deptford territory. The spot will be at about the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Hammonton, trying to again battle back from a 1-touchdown deficit. 3 backs behind Hiltline. Straight ahead, and some pretty good room over the right side for Scipione. And it'll be 2nd down coming up for Hammonton, but nice gain inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Blue Devils.
Scott Duckett got up kind of gingerly a little bit. I'm not sure if it was a leg or a shoulder, but took him a couple of seconds to get up, leaning over after the play.
2nd and 3. Again, decent yardage, couple of yards.
Guess who he runs into? Big number
44. Mike Green.
We're going to take a look at Scott Duckett. This is one of their best players on defense, the defensive end. Number 36 there. Looks like he comes out, and he might just got caught right there on the shoulder. You can tell he's in a little bit of pain because Scipione kind of runs out of the tackle there, and you're not going to do that too many times against Duckett. A great defender, and he's leaning over right now, trying to stretch that shoulder out.
Measurement coming up for the 1st down is spotted about the 11-yard line.
That could be like a little stinger or something like that, where he's just going to have to work through it. That's what Silvesti came back from, a stinger in that neck that forced him to miss a play in the Pemberton game and then the entire Delsey game. So what they were able to do against Delsey is that much more important.
About a foot to go for a 1st down. It'll be 3rd down for Hammonton. 5:10 to play, 1st half. Deptford leading 14-7, but that lead in jeopardy.
You got to think quarterback sneak here, don't you, Bob? They were able to pick it up earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is where you just tell your center, your guards, say just drive them back just a little bit, and I'll be able to do the rest. Pick it up. Got to stay low.
Third and about a foot for the Blue Devils. And he does keep it. I don't know.
He might not have got it. If you're going to see the play, he just didn't get low enough. Deptford did a nice job of standing him up. Once you're able to stand up those guards and the center, it forces your quarterback to stand straight up.
I think he might have lost a little bit.
See, nice job. You see the Deptford, you see all the black at the bottom of the pile. And that's because they were able to get lower than the offensive lineman. It stands them up and it forces your quarterback to stand up. He can't get low and force his body over for the first down.
So they'll measure for this on the second consecutive play. And
so you got to give it to Bill Engels, Terrell Hardy, and Calvin Coursey there.
Another measurement.
I don't think so, Bob. Now decision time for Pete Lancetta with fourth down here.
I think he lost 7 inches.
Yeah, he might have. He might have. He didn't pick it up, that's for sure. And now, Bob, this is an interesting call for Lancetta. They do have the ability with Spawn to kick between a 35 and 40 yarder. That's well within the range here.
I think they'll go for it. This is a big call, most important call of the first half. Fourth down, less than a yard. Ball at the 11-yard line.
I mean, you don't get it the first time. I think you go right back to it and try it again.
Stefano over the left side, and he's pushed back, but I think his forward progress has the first down, Shawn.
Yeah, they did a nice job there with Mike Long going over the left tackle Long and Anthony Koya, the left guard. They got a nice little push there. Stefano able to run it up in there for what appears to be a first down.
There's a first down, so Hammonton from about the 10-yard line with a first down. 4:20 to play, first half. It is first and goal, I believe. Yeah, it's first and goal. The line keeps it in one missed tackle, but not the second one. He's hit it about the 10-yard line. Good defensive play by Scott Duckett, the 273-pounder.
Yeah, first Duckett, this is just second effort. Duckett gets pushed down, but he's just going to get up. Soper.
He didn't miss.
Soper gets him first, and Duckett cleans him up.
Loss on the play of about a yard. It'll be second and goal.
I think Hammonton's going to have to get creative down here. Deptford's just too strong and too fast defensively. You're not going to be able to push him over the goal. I think Hammonton's going to have to pull something out.
Second down for the Blue Devils. Hill line rolling right. There's a man open, overshoots the intended receiver, Jason Eichmeyer, and it'll be third down and goal. Plenty of time for Hammonton, 3:17 to play in the half, but it's third down now, and if they don't make it on this play, as Shawn indicated, we might see Hammonton's kicker try to put 3 more on the board for the Blue Devils.
They're going to call a timeout here. I think it's a good call. Try to set something up. And Deptford right now, if you're a Deptford coach, you're going to go out and just tell them, say, look, watch a misdirection play, watch something with Hammonton trying a little trickery.
Timeout from Deptford High School. It's 14-7, Spartans lead. It's a third down pass. Hiltwine looking for the intended receiver. Does he have it? Touchdown. Great catch by Greg Miller with 3 defenders around him. On another third down call, touchdown pass by Hiltwine, his second of the game, and it's a 14-13 contest on a great catch in the corner of the end zone by Greg Miller.
Yeah, and good call by a wrestling guy who we have up here in the booth, John Vogening, said, watch they throw the fade here, and that's exactly what they did. Go with 6'2". Greg Miller, 185, had about 3 defenders on him, but just goes up. That's just desire in a Group 3 championship game of going up after the football and pulling it down.
Terrific play and a great catch by Miller, and Spawn will try to make it 14-14. Low snap. The kick is good. Good job by the holder on that one, Shawn.
Yeah, nice job by him. And he was under some pressure. A little heat applied by Deptford. A couple of nice efforts on that play. Of course, Miller with the touchdown, and Tommy Cosby pulling down a long third down play. And that's Hiltwine just throwing it up there. And this tough Hammonton team with a couple of receivers just going after.
Boy, they don't quit, do they? Deptford has had one touchdown leads, and Hammonton has battled back both times. 2 touchdown passes by Hiltwine. And we have a 14-14 contest. It's a good one.
Yeah, especially with the field with this condition. You didn't expect a shootout like this so far in this half. And this is just a little fade. Going to go up top. It's just lofted. I mean, there's no touch on this. It's just go and get it.
3 defenders, and he beat them all. Good job by Greg Miller. Catches his first pass of the day, and it's for a touchdown.
Miller just going up after it. Got a member of the press right there. A couple of them just scattering. Whoa!
Players gotta get back, please. Players back.
Glad we're up here, Bob. We're laughing. That sideline is a little slick down there.
We have a good football game. Shawn kicking off again for Hammonton. Deptford still with 3:10 to play in the first half, and let's see if they can bounce back again. Taking it about the 12-yard line. And still battling for yardage. So Deptford will have one more opportunity at least here before halftime, as they're now in a battle again in a 14-14 tie.
Pretty even right now, offensive output. Hammonton with 147 yards. Deptford 115, 16 plays, 15 of them are runs. And you got to give credit to the Hammonton defense, Bob. 5 runs by Mike Green right now, only 8 yards.
That's a key stat in this ball game. They've done a great job inside containing Green, who has great numbers. Very heavily recruited on both sides of the football.
They're getting some really big looks from big-time schools. He's going to make the trip to Virginia Tech, but I talked to him during that Delsey Hammonton game at halftime, and they asked him to list the schools that were interested, and took up just about all of halftime. Didn't even have time for a hot dog, Bob. We just sat there and he just listed the schools.
Hammonton, a long-time Group 2 school. They won 4 Group 2 championships in the 90s. They stepped up this year to Group 3, and I tell you, they're still a tough football team.
And that stat that jumps out at you, that's just amazing. 9 of 14 seasons going to a championship game. That's just a terrific program.
Jeff.
See some of the Deptford coaching staff, along with Coach Al Oriel.
First down and 10 for the Spartans. They're at their own 27-yard line. Straight ahead, a few yards.
Still plenty of time, 3 minutes left in the game, or in the halftime.
Calvin Coursey back in the contest for Deptford, gets a couple. To about the 31-yard line, second down and about 6. 2:40 to play in the second period. Both quarterbacks having good first half. Straight ahead. And Coursey again. Short of the first down by about 2 yards. It'll be third down and 2 for Deptford.
Well, they really rounded out. I mean, even it out. 5 runs for Green, 5 for Collins, and now 4 for Coursey. And they have 7 runners, Bob, with more than 200 yards this year.
That's
tremendously deep.
Very unusual. Very unusual for a high school
Sure
football
is.
game. They have that kind of running depth. Big
What a
defensive
stick.
play. Big stick on Souders, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Hey, Deptford knows it's in a football game, Shawn. I guarantee you that.
Well, they had to know coming in. I mean, this Hammonton team brings a lot of tradition, a lot of pride in its program, and they're a tough squad. Hammonton's a blue-collar town. A lot of tough kids come out of that program. Greg Sylveste's one of them, the TCNJ's younger brother playing in this game, dedicating the game to his brother, wearing his old number 5.
Beast gets the punt off, all-purpose kicker, and he's a good one. Pushing back to the 27-yard line, that's Barone. And Barone with a return to about the 40-yard line. So Hammonton still has 1:09 to go here in the first half to try to take its first lead. Deptford led 7-0. Hammonton tied it at 7. Deptford went back up 14-7. Hammonton battled back to tie it at 14.
They've been taking advantage of the Deptford secondary. They don't have a whole lot of big guys in that secondary. DeJuan Collins is 5'10". Jeff Green's the biggest guy back there at 6'2". Brandon Russ at 5'10".
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. They're at their own 40-yard line. Just over a minute to go in the half. They'll keep it on the ground.
Runs right into Mike Green. You can see what a sure tackler he is. He comes up. That ball carry goes absolutely nowhere.
Scipione got 3 this time to about the 43. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 50 seconds to play in the half.
Go! Go! Stay away!
And apparently content to just keep it on the ground here to run out the first half. The carrier is Stefano for short yardage. Bring up a 3rd down, and they might just let the clock run down. 20 seconds to go.
This is, it's dangerous. You don't know if a guy's going to break one for a touchdown before the half. But you also risk a turnover, and Deptford returning one.
10 seconds to go, and Hammonton in no apparent hurry to try to run another play. That'll do it for the first half, and a great first half it is in a championship football game from Deptford High School. In the NJSLAA Group 3 final, it's Deptford 14 and Hammonton 14. We'll be back. Bob Shryock and Shawn Leary at Deptford High School. A 14-14 tie. We got a good one. Deptford has had 2 7-point leads, and Hammonton, Shawn, has bounced back both times.
Yeah, Deptford got the early lead, and again, they keep their streak intact in the first quarter, not allowing any points. And this game has been unexpectedly close. A lot of people thought this game was going to be heavily in favor to Deptford. Steve Souders here, after a nice run by him, set up his touchdown run on an quarterback option play. Gets Deptford on the board, 7-0 after a Tom Beast point after attempt. Then a screen play, middle screen here to Huggins, and he's going to go for about 48 yards for the score for Hammonton to tie the game. We knew we were in for a good one after that touchdown. Deptford comes back and scores a touchdown after a great kick return. And then this play, a little fade into the back of the end zone. Greg Miller pulls it down in front of 3 Deptford defenders to even the game at 14 all. And the numbers are very similar for both teams. The Blue Devils with 5 first downs to Deptford's 3. Here you see the rushing yards a little bit in favor of the Spartans. Hammonton threw it through the air a couple of times, a couple of nice receptions, gives them 64. They own the lead in the total yardage, 165 to 122. Been a pretty, not too sloppy of a game. Only a couple of penalties, no turnovers. The field hasn't been too much of a factor. Ball hasn't been too slippery for both teams. And it's a good one. We're set here for a very interesting second half. Group 3 championship on the line.
You surprised, Shawn?
The reason why I'm not surprised, I think Deptford would come in as a heavy favorite. However, the field conditions have to be a factor. It slows down that overall team speed on both offensively and defensively. But I think the coaching of Pete Lancetta has put his team in the position. A couple of nice calls. That third down play that scored the touchdown on that screen was a great play call. Hammonton's a very physical team. They're not backing down from Deptford, and thus you have a pretty even game here.
Of course, they have that great tournament experience too, Shawn. In Group 2 up until this year, 3 of the last 4 years they were in the Group 2 final. They lost all 3 of those games. Nonetheless, a very tournament-savvy team. We're going to take time out from Deptford High. We'll be back with the second half kickoff right after this. The sun is out at Deptford High School as we are ready to begin the second half of the Group 3 championship game in South Jersey. 14-14 tie, great first half. A bit of a surprise, I think just about everybody picked Deptford, which is considered by some the best team in South Jersey, to win this, but in a battle with Hammonton, no question about that. Spawn kicking off for Hammonton, a line drive. It'll be heading towards the sidelines and goes out of bounds, and that'll be a break for Deptford High School.
This, Bob, our second game of a Gloucester County quadruple chance to become the first team in South Jersey history to have 4 teams from one county win a group championship. And that's the public league. Of course, we aren't counting in the parochials, but in Group 1, Woodbury's going to be taking on Shryock later on this evening, and Washington Township's going to host Eastern.
Ball at the 35-yard line, first down and 10 for Deptford. Spartans have led twice by a touchdown. Both times Hammonton have countered that and tied the football game. We're tied at 14 now, beginning second half play. Souter still at quarterback. Carry by Johnson for Deptford, gets a couple of yards. The field looks like it is dried up a little bit, Shawn, not as much snow.
Running with Bree Johnson. Throws his shoulder into the defender. You see a good job by our A-team staff today.
Good protection, has a man open and hits him for a nice gain across midfield to Johnson. To Johnson with a carry from scrimmage and a nice pass reception to get Deptford into Hammonton territory.
This is the first passing yardage for Deptford. Steve Souders just going outside looking for Breon Johnson. Good hands on the outside, turns around, makes sure he gets his hands on the football. Picks up a nice gain for Deptford.
The ball just inside midfield into Hammonton territory. First down and 10 for the Spartans. Carry for Collins, gets a couple of yards to about the 47.
Collins, a nice halftime, at least for his dad. Dwayne Collins, he was the one that won the big 50-50 here.
$314.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I lost my 4,000th consecutive 50-50. Second down for the Spartans, ball at the 47-yard line. Johnson again with the carry, and he is hit head-on by that ever-present linebacker for Hammonton High School, Matt Silvestri.
Silvestri goes over, runs along the sidelines of Hammonton, trying to get them fired up. Good stick there. That just goes to show you there's no one hurt for Deptford right now, not that we're aware of, but they just have so much depth. They bring in Bree Johnson for a different look. Comes out with a couple of nice plays.
Third down and 8, ball at the 47-yard line. Nothing doing. Carry by Green, who has had a very quiet day running the football, Shawn.
He just can't get on track, and they're doing a nice job at the line of scrimmage of wrapping him up and negating anything that he could possibly do here today. They're just trying to stop number 44. And for that, Deptford's done a nice job of taking advantage with some of the other guys, along Steve Souders with a nice run in the first half, and of course DeJuan Collins with the touchdown run.
Beast with the punt for Deptford, gets a good snap. And he gets it off high, Sparling kick. It'll go out of bounds.
Great
right
punt.
about the 1 yard line. Wow, what a tremendous angle kick by Beast. It'll pin Hammonton at its own 1 yard line. That was a tremendous punt by Beast.
Yeah, Beast is just a terrific weapon on special teams for Deptford. We already talked about his ability to kick field goals, but a really nice punter, 41.45 yards per attempt coming into the game. He worked on his accuracy, being able to pin opposing offenses deep in their own territory, and that's exactly what he did on that punt. He's being looked at by UConn, UMass, Towson, Minnesota, some of the same schools that are recruiting Scott Duckett.
Ball actually at about the 2 yard line. What a tremendous punt. So Hammonton, tough field position to start its first possession of the second half. Hiltwine still a quarterback. He had a great first half, 2 touchdown passes. Oh, big hit at the 1 yard line. The ball carrier on the play was Isafano, but it's no gain on the play. It'll be second down for the Blue Devils.
Led his team in tackles, 125 this year. You see his numbers, a couple of interceptions, 4 fumble recoveries, some pass deflections. Tremendous linebacker.
Second down and 10, Blue Devils. And a little bit of running room for Isafano. Gets it out to about the 5.
In this situation, if you're Hammonton, you just want to give yourself some room for a punt if that's what you're going to be doing. If they don't pick up the first down, Stefano gets a couple of yards there. This is where you might see a possible draw or screen play. Try to use that Deptford defense. You know they're going to be pushing upfield looking for a sack or safety.
They've been tough on third down. Both of their touchdowns on third down passes. It's a big third down and 7 here from the 5 yard line. The carry by Huggins. And Huggins is stripped up well short of the first down. That'll force a punt, and the Deptford defense does the job. The Spartans should emerge from this with good field position.
But we had in the beginning of the game, there's a ton of snow on the field, and it's pretty much going away by now.
Yeah.
Just all that trudging all over the field by the players.
Collins deep to receive this punt back at about the Hammonton 45 yard line. Some pressure on Spahn, the punter, to get a good one off here.
Stay on sides! Stay on sides, defense!
Line drive punt, not a very long one. It does take a somewhat favorable bounce by Hammonton. However, Deptford is going to have great starting position here at the Hammonton 41 yard line. We'll take time out from Deptford High. Championship game in Group 3 tied at 14. Deptford with a 1st and 10 at the 41 yard line of Hammonton. Straight ahead, some good running room for Collins. He'll get a nice gainer down to about the 33 yard line.
Yeah, give credit to that interior line for Deptford. Going to open up some running room for Collins. He just takes advantage, going straight up the gut. Feeds off his blocker, steps through a couple of guys, picks up 4 or 5 extra yards. And credit this good field position for Tom Beast with a great punt. Sets them up perfectly for trying to get a score.
9 yard pickup by Collins, second down and 1 straight ahead to Green, who had the first down, and Green with one of his better efforts running the football today gets the first down carry to about the 25.
Yeah, Matthias Spahn's going to make the tackle here, and if he doesn't, Could have been a lot more. Green just coming off the edge. Comes up, picks up a first down for Deptford. Now they're starting to move the ball a little bit on the last plays in between the tackles. That doesn't bode well for Hammonton. They have to shut the inside down against this tough Spartan offense.
So this inside the 25, first down and 10 Spartans. Chowders almost lost the handle on the snap. Look at that, Sylvester. Sylvester, the linebacker, is quite an animated player, to say the least.
He's a little bit, he's a perfect definition of a bulldog. Comes up, makes a play, and then has a good time after the play. Great reaction.
Whirling dervish.
And that play just took a little bit too long. Breon Johnson didn't have much of a chance. Hammonton reacting to it, and Sylvester cleaned it up.
Second down and 10 for the Spartans. Ball at about the 25. Collins hit from behind and then nailed by Sylvester again. The ball is loose. Hammonton thinks they have it. Do they?
They do.
It's Hammonton ball. That is the first turnover of the football game. Hammonton comes up with it, and they stop the Deptford drive, and a couple of big hits there caused that fumble. Watch this.
Yeah, they just converge on the play, disrupt everything that Deptford wants to do in this play. Here you see number 55.
Oh.
That's Michael Long. The ball pops out there.
You see that hit by Sylvester. He is a hitter. Ooh. First down and 10 for the Blue Devils. The ball at the 25-yard line.
5'11", 215 pounds, and brings every single bit of that on every play. A big hitter, nice speed, has great footwork on the inside. Comes up, makes a play.
Joe Hammonton with possession with a 14-14 tie. The first turnover of the football game. Hand off to Stefano. He has a good yardage. And he'll get a first down carry to the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 14 on the play.
Yeah, how many times do you see this? A team makes a play, a turnover, and they come back and get some good yardage on their first possession. Stefano runs through a couple of tackles there. Good second effort. It dragged one of the Deptford defenders about 5 extra yards.
Put the ball at the 40-yard line. First down pickup for Hammonton. 4:50 to play, third quarter. Tied at 14. Group 3 championship on the line. Stefano again, getting to the corner. Knocked out of bounds by Brandon Russ.
Nice collision there also with Collins, it looks like, on the sideline. Those two coming together, and this Hammonton team. Yeah, this is what they did against Delsey. A team that will give up some yardage. They seem like they're being handled on their offensive line, but they just don't break, and they're opportunistic. Every time they get a chance, they fly around the football and make plays defensively.
They got 3 on the play, 2nd and 7, spot at the 43-yard line. Huggins is nailed for a loss.
But there's some emotion right now on both sides of the ball. Right now, Jeff Green fired up after that play. Sylvester earlier for Hammonton. These two teams are fired up for this second half. Just a sweet play, trying to find some running room. And a nice form tackle there by Green as he undercuts him. The younger brother of Mike Green, 6'2", 185.
Big hit by Green. Loss on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7. This is where Hammonton has been dangerous all day on these 3rd down calls. Joe Hiltwine has had a good ball game. 2 touchdown passes, both on 3rd down plays in the first half. Both times wiping out 1 touchdown. Deptford leads. 3rd down call. Goes deep, floats it, and it's out of bounds, incompleted.
And he had a man down there. Lawrence Huggins was by himself, and Urio knows he just got away with one. You can see him shaking his head. He's got to be saying something to his cornerback there. They held back. They knew the ball was going to be thrown through the air. Watching the screen, but they got beat on the corner. Hiltwine just couldn't convert, and you saw Lawrence Huggins beside himself knowing that he could have had 6.
Spawn, the punter for Hammonton. Collins, the deep man for Deptford, standing at about his 25-yard line. 2:50 left, third quarter. Great Group 3 final, tied at 14. Great snap. And the ball will roll dead at about the 27-yard line. That's where Deptford will take over with a first down and 10.
Now this is a field position game. Now Hammonton really dodged one there, creating the turnover. Tom Beast pinned him back. Hammonton not able to convert after the turnover. With Deptford, you just got to hang in there with the same game plan. Keep pounding the ball at them. That's your game plan. That's what you do. That's the best thing they have going for them is the run game. And as the game wears on, Mike Green becomes more of a factor.
Green the only back behind Souders. Souders to throw, fires it. And this a little too high for Barry Lloyd.
You can see Souders does have a nice gun. I mean, that ball left his hand in a hurry. Nice release. Just wasn't able to connect with Lloyd. Lloyd just doing a straight
pass.
fly pattern. And the ball just overthrown a little bit, stretching out with Lloyd and exposed his whole body, and bang, he gets hit.
2nd and 10, Deptford. Ball at the 27. Through the quarterback's legs. Picked up, carried for a short gainer by Collins.
Yeah, that could have been a catastrophe for Deptford. Luckily, Collins is in the backfield. And that wasn't a design play. That ball just scooted behind Souders, and Collins was lucky enough to be right there to pick it up.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one with an empty backfield, wouldn't it?
Bob, this is where Deptford, this isn't their strong suit. 3rd and long. And this is a team that doesn't air it out too much.
3rd and 10, ball at about the 26.
They haven't found Scott Duckett over the middle yet today. Maybe they'll look for him this play.
Fires it out to Collins. Collins gets a block. Collins has some room still on his feet. Collins gets up to about the 45-yard line. That's a great 3rd down call for Deptford. Gets them the first down. They keep possession. That was a good call.
It certainly was. Blake Remington and Chris Francis, the 2 linemen, are going to have outstanding blocks on the outside. Nice call by the Deptford coaching staff. It's a little screen out to Collins. You see, lets the man go by him. And then you're going to see Remington with a nice block there, leveling their man, and Collins does the rest. You know, I'm not too sure, Bob, if he would have holded that to the outside, he would have been able to get more running.
Collins, no running room, might have gotten a yard on a first down carry. Minute 5 left, 3rd quarter.
Well, these teams have converted on some tough 3rd down calls, and both of them with outstanding defenses. You got to give both these teams and both coaching staffs some credit for some good playing calling in this game.
Collins actually got 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 47-yard line. Completed. Still on his, now he stepped out of bounds. That is Lloyd, but he gets the apparent first down catch.
Well, apparently, I really liked what he saw in that fly pattern earlier in this possession to Lloyd. They're going to go back with it right here. Just quick three-step. And leads Lloyd perfect. I mean, that's a perfect pass. Lays right in front of him so he can continue with his momentum and get some more yardage.
16-yard gain to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10, Deptford. Collins turning the corner. We'll get a couple. Still 27 seconds to go in the 3rd. Collins pick up to the 30-yard line. Got about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Clock running. Could be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
1 second.
And that's it. After 3 quarters from Deptford High School, great Group 3 final. It's still Deptford 14 and Hammonton 14. Second and 4 for Deptford, ball at the 31-yard line. Shawn, Leary, and Bob Shryock from Deptford High. The carry by Green into the secondary. And he appears to have first down yardage, plus for Deptford. And now the Spartans already within field goal range for Beast. Here's that play again.
Yes, straight ahead to the big fella. He gets through creases extremely well and then just punishes guys as he hits that secondary. 238 pounds. He has very quick feet.
About 8. It's 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Green is trying to use it more. Green gets a couple across the 20. Got about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Spartans. Just underway in the 4th quarter. Of course, in event of a regulation tie, we'll go overtime. There will be a winner today.
Bob, what I like about Mike Green is he carries the ball with 2 hands. He's your big typical fullback, a throwback type guy. Puts 2 hands on the ball, runs downhill.
Collins, couple. Gain to about the 18, where it'll be 3rd down and 6, and then the question becomes, if they don't get the first down on this carry, do they go to Beast for a field goal attempt?
Well, they're certainly within his range. He's booted a 42-yarder, and he can hit from well beyond that.
So a critical 3rd down call coming up. 3rd down and about 5 spot at the 18-yard line.
Still, they haven't gone to him yet.
Low fires it into the end zone. Has a man. Can't quite hold on. Duckett was right there. Now will we see Beast?
Well, they went to Duckett, the tight end over the middle, and he was wide open. They had him there for the touchdown, but Hammonton put good pressure on him, forcing him to kind of release a little bit more. Duckett unable to come down with a diving reception. I believe they are going to bring on Beast for the field goal attempt, but they did have Duckett open in the end zone.
This is going to be spotted at the 25. It'll be a 35-yard attempt out of the hold of Souders. Beast trying to put Deptford into the lead with a 35-yard field goal attempt. Good snap, good hold, plenty of distance. It's good! 35-yard field goal by Tom Beast, and Deptford goes into the lead 17-14 at the 10-13 mark of regulation. Boy, no doubt about that one, Shawn.
He gets great loft, good accuracy, really worked on it during the offseason. That whole kicking group. And that's such a strength, such an advantage when you have a guy that you can be confident to send out there, and especially in a championship game, it doesn't force your hand into going for a long 4th down conversion when you have a guy like Beast.
Never been a year for kickers in Gloucester County like this year, Shawn. Here it is.
Good form.
Oh, he nailed that one. Oh, that one's good from how far? That's good from 45, maybe 50. That was well through there from 35.
And it's fun watching it at high school. I mean, we've really been spoiled this year to see these great kickers. Hopefully it continues, because it brings and adds so much more to the game when you have a guy who can put 3 on the board for you.
Deptford with its 3rd lead of the football game, now 17-14. Beast, good long kickoff deep down to about the 4-yard line. Taken there by Huggins, and Huggins goes down. Good special teams work by the Spartans, and now the defense will be called on for a stop here.
Well, if you have a guy like Beast, Brownell, Palomini, Trout, I mean, they do so much for you. Not only do they add the dimension of a field goal attempt, but look at where they're starting. Hammonton now starting, not even reaching the 20 And now they have to drive 81 yards.
They are at the 23. It'll be first down and 10 for the Blue Devils, who trail it for the third time in the football game, but they've shown a lot of resiliency today. Deptford trying for its first 12-0 season and the Group 3 championship. Line with the handoff. Good block. Knocked out of bounds is Stefano after short gain of that.
Well, I want you to watch Jeff Clement. They've been touting this guy, a junior. They say he's a big-time Division I prospect next year. Forces him to go to the outside. As a defensive end, you just want to get the push, force the ball carrier to the outside, and allow your safeties, a la Green and the Green combination of Mike and Jeff coming up, making the play. But Jeff Clement, 6'3", 220. They really like this guy.
1 yard gain. Second down and 9 for the Blue Devils. A couple of great plays by Jeff Green defensively today. Line going deep, has the man open at midfield, and the catch is good for the first down.
Forte just got turned around, and Larry Henshaw comes down with the ball. Again, these big wide receivers, 6'3", 215 pounds, is going to go up top. And again, Hiltwine just has to throw it up. Allow these guys to just get up underneath of it, camp out, wait for it to come down. Forte, he had position, but he got turned around, looked into the backfield to find out where the ball was thrown. That's a mistake every secondary player has usually when you give up the big play downfield.
Huge pickup and a first down for Hammonton at the 47-yard line in Deptford territory. Big hit going down with no gains owned. Matter of fact, a little bit of a loss on the play. That was a big defensive play for the Spartans.
Boy, can he fill a hole. Comes through there, explodes, hits the ball carrier, and it's immediately dropped. You're not going to get, when they talk about the yards after the carry, when Green hits a guy, they don't get any extra yardage. The guy doesn't fall forward. Green is the one that drives them back.
That's Mike Green. We've been saying the Green name a lot defensively, the two Greens. Big play there by Mike, and a loss on the play of 2 to the 49. Second down and 12 for Hammonton. 8 minutes, 7 seconds to play. 17-14, Deptford leads. Great football game. Halfback pass, and underthrown the intended receiver, Henshaw again.
Yep, and Henshaw was open. He was behind the secondary. This would have been a touchdown if they would have got it out there. Trying a little trickery, reverse pass. Going to have his man downfield, but the ball is just underthrown. Forte back there, but number 86, Henshaw, was running behind the secondary.
Huggins with the halfback pass. It'll be third down and another critical third down play here, and the Hammonton's been good on these third down calls all day long. Here's another one. Looking for the tall receiver again, incompleted. Well defended on the corner. Absolutely beautifully defended by number 8, Jeff Green. And it'll be up fourth down and force a Hammonton punt.
What they did here, Deptford's going to put the taller Jeff Green, 6'2", up against the big receiver on the outside. And he can match those big receivers. He has great leaping ability. That's one of his strengths. I asked him to list one of his strengths down. He said he has hops. And that time he needed those hops to get up and deflect the pass.
Spahn punting for Hammonton. Collins deep at his own 15-yard line. Good high spiraling punt. Good Hammonton bounce. Excellent bounce down to about the 12-yard line. So dangerous field position for Deptford, with 7 minutes, 33 seconds to play, and the Spartans clinging to a 17-14 lead. Here, they need a couple of first downs, and they need to eat up that clock, Shawn.
Yeah, they certainly do. They have the type of offense to do that as well with Collins and Mike Green. Now Mike Green becomes a big factor. They're going to want to power. He has 2 hands on the football, a good guy to go to in this situation. He's had 4 runs for 19 yards in the second half. This team has 7:33 to go.
Yes, sir.
Critical
Winning a
series,
championship.
starting from the 12-yard line.
Hold the ball, hold the ball. Look at
Green with the carry,
Yeah, it's
Collins with the carry.
That's a good tough run, Bob. Those extra yardage are going to mean a lot. When you can get 2 or 3 extra yards, using those legs, keep them moving, try to push the pile in front of you.
Big 7-yard pickup for Collins to about the 18. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
it.
7 minutes to play, regulation. The option pitch to Collins. Collins with his heads down, bowling ahead, has the first down. Keeps the
Stays in
clock
bounds.
running too, that's important. Now they're calling timeout on the field.
And we're going to get a good listen into that intense defense and offense going on right now.
Keep going, keep going.
Helmet to helmet. 1st down and 10. Big pickup for Collins. The ball at the 23-yard line. 6:27 to play. Green with the carry. Not a lot doing. He'll get it across the 25-yard line.
Anthony Bates on the tackle. Bob, looking at this Hammonton roster too, there isn't many seniors on this team. It should be a good team again next year, of course. Wouldn't be surprising. They've made the playoffs 12 of the last 14 years.
Green got 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 26, 5:50 to play. Surprisingly throw here, but it's fired over the middle for the first down. Big first down carry by Duckett. So they get another first down.
Well, what a target to have, Scott Duckett. 6'4", 260 over the middle of the field. The senior comes up with a big play. Nice throw by Souders. He's wide open in the middle. Just put it in those big mitts and allow him to fall forward. First down for Deptford. Now 5:38 on the clock, and they'll be able to run off another couple of minutes barring the turnover.
Ball at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for Deptford. Not a lot doing, maybe a yard. But they keep possession and they keep the clock moving, 5:15.
Right now they're using Green as a blocking back. I'd want to put it in his hands. This guy just holds on to the football. He's coming off a little gingerly right now, limping off.
Yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 41-yard line. Deptford looking for another first down. Trying to run the clock. 4:45 to play. Now fires it over them. Oh my! Whoa, that could have been intercepted. The intended receiver, Clement, off his fingertips, up in the air. They stopped the clock too.
He was open. Again, you're right. Stops the clock. Little play fake. They had Clement. A little too much juice on this pass. It's one that Clement should have certainly had, though, right in front of him.
Oh,
Man, that's almost perfect where you want to have the ball. You want to put the ball out in front of the man so they can have the catch and move upfield. We've seen that from Souders. Good arm.
This
Good
is a
action.
big 3rd down and 9 call coming up here. If Deptford doesn't get the first down, they're going to have to punt it away.
Remember, they have Tom Beese, who is a weapon in that punting game.
Goes deep. Has a man open. Oh my. Oh. Bartley was open, overthrown. Bring up a 4th down and 4. It's a Deptford punt, but Bartley had beaten his man. He was wide open, and the ball simply overthrown.
Well, he went to the former quarterback, and Bartley had more than a few steps. His defender falls down on this play. Souders throws it out there. Good arm, just threw it a little too far. Otherwise, that would have probably been the ball game if he would have hit him in stride.
Had that ball about 45 yards in the air. Beast, whose field goal has Deptford in the lead at 17-14, with some pressure on him now on this punt.
Smart guy, making the steps, making sure that he's not going to slip.
Sasso deep for Hammonton. Good snap, gets it off, almost falls down, and good coverage. Pretty good Deptford bounce, and Hammonton will take over at his own 30-yard line. But they've got plenty of time, 4:23 to play. Now the pressure right back on the Deptford defense.
This has been the story of this program for years, is its defense. A swarming defense, they get to the football. It's going to come down to it where Deptford's going to need to make a stop. Blue Devils, of course, they've had the passing game going up to their tall wide receivers, so they've been able to move the ball downfield through the air.
1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line for Hammonton. The quarterback has a couple of touchdown passes today. They'll keep it on the ground. And a decent gain on the first down carry by Stefano, and it'll be 2nd down coming up with the clock running, 4:10 to play. But he got good yardage, about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4, and the spot will be at the 37-yard line.
The Deptford defensive line did everything in favor of Hammonton on that last play. They shift over to the left, and then Clement's first move is to the inside. Doesn't cut upfield like he did earlier.
2nd down and 4. Good second effort run, what appears to have gotten the first down. Cone was with the carry, and he'll get the first down.
Yeah, Scipione's just going to go straight ahead, and he runs into Green, and Brandon Russ comes up. But here, all he does is go up top. Against Scipione, you're not going to be able to get him down that way. You have to go low, and that's a mistake by the defensive back.
That is a great second effort run. The ball at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for Hammonton, 3:30 to play. The carry by Huggins. Huggins, not a lot doing. Defense in the corner by the Spartans.
It looked like it was Jeff Green on that play. A nice job by Stephen DiStefano. You're going to see number 26 with a great lead block along with Scipione. But Jeff Green's going to come on the outside and make the play along with Collins.
Pickup of about 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8, ball at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to play. Thrilling finish to a great high school football game for a Group 3 championship. We went a reverse halfback pass again. Triple coverage, incompleted pass on the halfback pass by Huggins.
They had 3 guys back there, Collins, Forte, and Green, all read this. You could see it coming. The pitch back, earlier they had the man open, they try to go to it again. This ball's out there. This time, this is what the throw they needed earlier. That play could have worked. But Deptford doing a nice job of smelling that out. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. We've seen a lot of 3rd and long conversions today.
This has been a key down for Hammonton. Both of their touchdowns on 3rd down plays. 2:31 with the clock stopped. And another huge play right here. Ball at the 44-yard line.
This is 4-down territory, so they might even try to run a screen here.
And 1st down carry and more for Hiltwine, the quarterback, the big playmaker for Hammonton, and they keep the football.
Nice play fake inside to Scipione, and then he's just going to pull it down and run to the outside. Good block.
Well, this is a great call by Hammonton, and a great run by Hiltwine under pressure. His advance to the 40-yard line of Deptford, 1st down and 10 with 2:20 to play.
And Spawn, their kicker, is good from 35 to 40 yards.
1st and 10. Huggins knocked out of bounds. Does he stay in bounds? Five-yard pickup to the 35, second down and 5, under 2 minutes. What a thrilling finish to a great game. Second and 5. Oh, huge defensive play.
You're going to get a face mask, but what a great play, Bob. You're right, by Wesley Soper.
Oh, my.
Terrific play, but they're going to get him for a face mask.
Oh, unbelievable. Great play.
This is a terrific effort.
Wow.
They're just stringing it out with DeStefano. Wesley Soper with a guy on him is just going to go right through him. Does grab the face mask there.
We had a personal foul, 15-yard penalty, face mask.
I think that's only the second penalty in the football game, Shawn. And the first 15-yarder. And what a huge penalty it is.
There's Spawn waiting for an opportunity to possibly tie this game. They would like nothing more to not have that on his shoulders.
Oh, what
Hammonton to score, 1:33 left.
What a big penalty this is. It gives Hammonton the ball at the 24-yard line, first down and 10. The clock is running, 1:30 to go. Nerve-wracking finish to this championship football game. First and 10, Hammonton. Line, keeping it on the ground, big defensive play, huge play by...
Yeah, it's Jeff Clement, number 83, the big fellow on the corner. He's just going to get great push on the outside. Hiltwine, they tried this earlier, got some success with it, but Jeff Clement does a nice job of staying home. That's what you want your defensive ends to do. Push upfield, not allow those ball carriers to get to the outside.
Loss on the play of a yard. It'll be second down and 11.
Second down and 11. Hammonton, Bob, what they've been able to do here is try and confuse Deptford with a couple of different blocking schemes, and that's what opened up for the play on the outside. There's a couple of Comcast guys, Bob. They should be in the truck.
Second down and 11.
We caught you.
Second and 11, ball at the 26-yard line. 1:07 to go. What a football game.
And a good crowd on hand. This crowd is now starting to stand up. They're pumped. They're into this game. Group 3 championship on the line. This is all about desire, and all the dedication that you've had through the season comes down to this final minute.
Remember, they have a kicker too, a guy that could tie this and send it in overtime. 1:07 to go, second and 11. Ball at the 26. Halfback pass again. Double coverage. Did he intercept it? No. Oh my goodness, almost intercepted. Double coverage in the end zone.
That was DeJuan Collins back there in Forte.
Oh.
They're doing a nice job of sniffing that out and staying home. They're not going for the ball fake. They're making sure they stay with those big receivers.
This is the fourth time they've tried the halfback pass today. Look at this one.
And Hammonton just going with the 50-50 ball. Throw it up and see if our receivers can come down with the play.
Oh.
Collins almost ends the game there.
What an effort.
And he had that on his shoulder. It must have jogged loose when he hit the ground. You need to maintain possession before you hit the ground now with a minute left.
Third down and 11, exactly 60 seconds left. Two wide receivers split to the right, one to the left, to the near side. Third down, 11. Ball at the 26. Hiltwine to throw, getting a big rush. Fires it over the middle, it's completed, but a good defensive play, a huge play by Soper. It'll be fourth down. Now does Hammonton go for the tie?
And they're going to timeout. They're going to talk about this. Wesley Soper has come out and made a couple of plays. He's kind of been silent throughout this game, but he's come up here on this drive and made a couple of plays. Here they're just trying to use that wide receiver screen they used earlier to score the touchdown. Looking for Huggins. This time, it's number 86. That's Henshaw, the tight end, over the middle of the field, but Green and Soper's there. Now from this spot, it's hard to see the numbers.
48 seconds to play, 4th down and 7. The ball at the 22-yard line. I don't see Spawn in the game, so apparently Hammonton is going to go for it on 4th down.
There's not much wind, Bob, at all here. Now, if they do try and kick the field goal here, Spawn was kind of pushing everything to the left in warm-ups. Everything was going left for him. This would be about a 39-yarder if they would attempt it. It appears they're going for it.
They're going for it on 4th down and 7. Everybody on their feet. Play of the season right here. 4th down for Hammonton. Hiltwine rolling right. Has great protection. Goes to the end zone. Has a man open. And it's incomplete. It's incomplete. Deptford will take over. Deptford will take over with 42 seconds to play and can run out the clock. Oh my. What a finish. They can kneel on it now, Shawn.
Deptford's now going to take a timeout to make sure that all the players know what they're going to be doing on this play. DeJuan Collins, terrific play defensively. A couple of times not going for the fakes on the reverse passes, and this time just going up after the football and doing a job to knock it down. Hiltwine just rolls out. He's just going to go up. Another 50-50 ball. Just throw it up and see if your receiver can go get it. DeJuan Collins with his man the whole time, his head turned, looking for the ball, and it almost looked like 81 Tommy Crosby was there. But DeJuan Collins, what a game for that young man with a big touchdown, the second touchdown of the game. And then, of course, the great defensive plays in the secondary. But also credit Tom Beese with a big field goal. Credit Tom Beese with a great field goal, the weapon that you have there. The field goal kicker wins the game for you.
42 seconds to go. Deptford can just kneel on it.
I'll tell you, Bob, you got to feel good for Al Ori and his coaching staff. They were under the gun when he came in here, coming from a championship season where they get rid of Joe Corby and in steps Al Oreo. He couldn't win in that situation. He had to either win a championship or you're going to be called out by a lot of fans. He went through a lot of hardships early on. The tragedy of this program. We're going to try to douse him a little bit. Yeah, they went through injuries where they had, a nice squad. The quarterback got injured. Their backup quarterback got injured. It seemed like every year there was something else that just was another story besides the game of football for this Deptford program. And Al Oreo and his coaching staff, they never complained. They never had anything bad to say about the fans or not getting a fair shake. Now they're enjoying this moment. Al Oreo is making sure that he saw that one. They weren't going to sneak up on him.
Hey, wait. We got to win the game. I've lost with 2 seconds left, guys. Hey.
Still being a coach. I've lost with 2 seconds left. Doesn't want to enjoy it until he sees the 000s on the board.
I don't know if I'd want to have a bucket of water thrown on me today, Shawn.
Nah, I don't care how much how many years I waited for this championship. I wouldn't worry
They're
about it.
sneaking up on him down there. 29 seconds to go, and they'll kneel on it again.
So Bob, Gloucester County will go 2-0 now, awaiting Woodbury and Washington Township, a possible sweep.
And 2 12-0s, West Deptford and Deptford.
They did get somebody down there. I think they got defensive coordinator. There you see Souders. Terrific game from him. The first touchdown of the game.
Deptford High School, with its first 12-0 season ever, they will win the South Jersey Group 3 Championship. 5 seconds to go, and Hammonton cannot stop the clock. A great high school football game ends with Deptford defeating Hammonton 17-14. Deptford 12-0, South Jersey Group 3 champs. Look at them celebrate, and they deserve it. We'll come back and wrap this one up with some interviews right after this. Final score, Deptford 17, Hammonton 14. Deptford, the Group 3 champion. His first 12-0 season. Al Orio is an understandably happy guy. Al, I guess if you wanted a training film of a championship football game, we had one today.
Absolutely. The kids played hard. A lot of respect to Hammonton. They came in with a great game plan, and they did an excellent job. But our kids hung in there. They didn't lose their composure, and we played good defense and did well in specialty teams.
I think just about everybody picked you to win, but I think a lot of people forget that Hammonton program, how solid it has been through the years, Al. You knew you were in for a tough one.
Absolutely. I've been saying that all week and been telling our kids that they're a good football team and they're well prepared and well coached, and that's what they explained today. They did a great job.
You had them down by one touchdown twice in the first half. They bounced back both times. Another example of just what a good team they are.
Absolutely. I was happy that we also bounced back too. Every time they scored, we had to answer for it, and that was good for us.
And your kicker put one through from the 35. That looked like a 50-yarder to me.
He makes 50, 55 in practice all the time. There was no hesitation. That decision was made on second down. If we didn't get it, we were kicking a field goal.
He probably hasn't gotten quite as much credit as he deserves. He's one of the best kickers in the area.
He absolutely is, and besides, he's a great punter. That punt really set the tone as well.
The 1 yard line.
Yeah, the 1 yard line. To drive 90 yards is a long way to go.
You had a long meeting with your team after the game. What did you say to them?
I talked about the important things in life, just not the win here, but how they're going to be successful in life. People always say, great team, great team. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I want it to be a great team, but I'm doing the right things in life.
This is going to mean a lot to you personally. Great player here at Deptford High School. You come back and win a championship as a coach. Can't be any better than that.
It's pretty sweet. It really is. I don't know if I was a great player, but I played with some great players.
And you got some great players in this team. Shawn Leary has them right now. Shawn?
And we got a senior-laden interview. We're going to start off with Steve Souders, the quarterback. Steve, you set the tone early on. You had the great play fake. You run down the sidelines. The option worked for you again with the touchdown. Describe the touchdown.
After the first one got called back, people would think we would fault. But, our offensive line did great, and a great block by Barry Lloyd, and I just broke it outside and scored.
Now, you guys don't throw much, but you had a couple of nice passes mixed in there. Weren't able to come up. It looked like the one guy was streaking down the sidelines. You just overshot him a little bit.
Yeah, I just lost him by a step. But we were running the whole first half, so we knew the pass was going to be open. It would have been great if we could have completed that, but luckily our defense stepped up.
Now, you had 7 runners this year that went over for 200 yards. You were kind of mixed, left out of the shuffle a little bit. No one really talked about you too much. It must be sweet to be holding that in your hand.
Oh, definitely. We worked so hard for this. I'm speechless right now.
When you have guys like Green like that in the backfield and you really don't get to the forefront, do you feel like a game like this really shows what you were able to do as a quarterback?
Yeah, it's all it's all because of my offensive line and the running backs. They are so good that it opens up stuff for me, so it's all credit to them.
Congratulations to you, and we'll have Tom Bass step in. And Tom, you're a tremendous weapon, and a lot of teams don't have this type of weapon in high school football. Great punt that pins them down at the 1, and of course the game-winning field goal. Must feel pretty good for you.
It feels excellent. I never even this is things like you just dream of. When you go to sleep at night, especially the day before a game, you just think of stuff like this that could happen. Just break game up and win a game with a field goal. But it was a great snap, great hold by holder, snapper, everything. Everything was perfect.
Now, I have them sheets that I have all the guys fill out, and all of them, they say Barry Sanders, their favorite player. Guys have Randall Cunningham on there. You have
David Akers.
David Akers. You went to his camp this year?
Yeah.
And tell me how much that really helped you and become better as a kicker.
It just helped being around him, being out around like all the great kickers from Philly, Delaware, everywhere, just around the area. Just gave me an opportunity to see what was around. Just to strive to be as good as everyone else there. So,
is it pretty uncanny to have this much talent? These kickers, all you guys practice during the summertime together.
Yeah, me, Jake, Nino, we all just worked together and just helped each other get better. So,
one of the reasons Deptford and this next guy, Scott Duckett, is going to be holding this thing is because of Tom Bass and what he was able to do and the weapon. Now, I said, Scott Duckett hasn't been called upon yet, but you almost caught that touchdown pass.
Yeah, we've been working on that play all year, and he finally decided to pull it out. And it was just a little overshoot. I tried to dive for it, but I couldn't get there. But like I said, I'm just going to do my job blocking. I got to open up holes for my fullback and my tailback. Just do my job.
Now, I've listened to you a couple times, beginning in September when we came out to do a preview on you guys. You're a vocal leader. What did you say to these guys before the game?
before the game, I told them we couldn't make any mistakes, no fumbles, no minimal mistakes. We had I think one fumble and a few minimal mistakes, but we stuck together as a team, and defense won championships, and we came out there and we played defense. I couldn't do that much. They liked to run away from me all game, but my linebacker, Mike Green, and Wesley Soper, and our DBs came up big at the end. It's a team game.
This is emotional for you guys. You and Mike, you've been in this program for 4 years, and to finally get one. How emotional are you right now thinking about that?
Thinking about everything that we all went through all our 4 years, people getting killed, people going to jail, different things, it all just builds up. And then when we get to come out here and make it all right, it's the best feeling in the world.
And you're right. You had so much turmoil for those 4 years. How good do you feel for your coach, Auriel?
I feel, I don't even know. I'm speechless saying what I feel for him, because he's been through a lot, and he's been there on top, sticking everything out with us and teaching us how to be men and succeed in life. So I love Coach Auriel, and I thank him for that.
Well, congratulations to you. And I guess you can hand that off to the other big fella on this team, number 44. And I heard you saying from behind, it's kind of sad you're going to miss these guys. This is the last time you're walking off this field.
Yeah, I'm going to miss them. My brother, Dewan, we've been through a lot this season. From them tour days to here, this is all we talked about from day one, August 19th. We got to the playoffs last year. That wasn't enough. We had to work a little bit harder, and Coach Casella, all the coaching staff just pushed us. Coach Black, we stressed defense, and defense came up big this year. That's all. I think we allowed like 7 points all season. They scored 14. There's a good football team, but it came down to the end. Tom hit that big field goal, and that's how we won it.
Your best team in South Jersey?
By far.
This has been a terrific year for you guys defensively. You're going to Virginia Tech to take a trip down there. You leaning there?
Yeah, I'm leading there. I'll go down there this weekend. I'll see how I like it down there. I'll let everybody know.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot. Gloucester County now has 2 more to go. Woodbury tonight and Washington Township. They're going to go 4-0?
Yes, sir. Woodbury, Chris, Washington Township, the Imperial. Good luck.
All right, well, congratulations to you. Outstanding career and good luck in college. I'm sure everyone will be rooting for you.
Thank you.
And Bob, there's some terrific players right there, but, Deptford had an outstanding season, great Group 3 championship, and you got to feel really good for Auriel.
Absolutely. Auriel with a tremendous 12-0 season, and great working with you today, Shawn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, final score again is Deptford 17, Hammonton 14. Deptford, South Jersey Group 3 champions. For Shawn Leary, this is Bob Shryock. Thanks for watching on Comcast.